Welcome back to the channel, Travel Will. Today we're going full weeb mode and diving headfirst into the wonderful world of Japan. It's got everything. Ninjas, samurais, giant robots, tentacle monsters, and probably even more weird stuff we don't even know about yet. So buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to blow your mind with 35 strange facts about Japan. You know, Japan, the land of the rising sun, home of sushi, anime, and enough weirdness to make your head spin faster than a Beyblade on overdrive. Get ready to have your mind blown wider than a puffer fish. We're talking crazier than a Godzilla rampage through Tokyo. I'm not even kidding. This stuff is wilder than a barrel of monkeys on laughing gas. So sit back, relax, grab some Pocky and Ramoon because you know I will be, and prepare to have your perceptions of reality shattered like a plate at a Greek wedding. Let's do this thing. Okay, first up, we're talking about a phenomenon called hikikomori. Imagine being so socially anxious, so overwhelmed by the outside world that you just withdraw. You become a recluse, shutting yourself away in your room for months, even years on end. It's a huge problem in Japan, with over 700,000 people estimated to be living as hikikomori. Can you imagine that? That's like the entire population of freaking Seattle just saying nope to the outside world. All right, time for a history lesson, but not the boring kind you slept through in school. We're talking about geishas, those iconic figures of traditional Japanese culture. But here's the plot twist. The very first geisha wasn't a she, it was a gentleman. Back in the 17th century, the geisha scene was dominated by gentlemen called taikomochi. These gentlemen were like the rock stars of their time, entertaining wealthy patrons with music, dance, and storytelling. All right, friend, buckle up because we're diving into the intense work culture of Japan. Do you think pulling an all-nighter for a deadline is rough? Try an 80-hour work week. Yeah, you heard that right. In Japan, dedication to your job is serious business. We're talking long hours, short breaks, and a whole lot of overtime. It's like they've never heard of a work-life balance. It's no surprise that Japan has a word for death by overwork, karoshi. This intense work ethic stems from a sense of duty and loyalty to the company, but it comes at a cost. Imagine the burnout. High stress levels, health problems, and decreased productivity are just some of the downsides. It's a double-edged sword, you know? On one hand, Japan's economy thrives on this dedication, but on the other hand, it's important to prioritize well-being. Even robots need a break, right? Okay, imagine this. You're at a concert, right? Packed in like sardines, everyone's pushing. Now imagine that, but it's just your average morning commute on a Japanese subway. Welcome to the daily struggle of the Japanese rush hour. It's not for the faint of heart, my friends. People are crammed into trains like it's a game of Tetris. And good luck finding personal space. And if you think that's wild, wait till you hear about the pushers or Oshiya station staff whose sole job is to literally shove people into the train before the doors close. It's like a real-life game of human Tetris, but with more sweat and probably some awkward eye contact. It's crazy to think about, right? But hey, at least they're efficient. Gotta give them that. Still, I think I'll stick to walking, or maybe just teleportation. All right, let's talk about something a bit more upbeat, shall we? Japan is known for having one of the highest life expectancies in the world. Like, seriously impressive. So, what's their secret? Well, it's a mix of things. First off, their diet is top-notch fresh seafood, vegetables, and less processed junk. It's like a health nut's dream. Then there's the healthcare system. Japan has universal healthcare, so everyone has access to quality medical care, can't argue with that. And let's not forget about their active lifestyles, whether it's walking, cycling, or practicing martial arts. They're always on the move. So, if you want to live a long and healthy life, maybe take some notes from Japan. Eat healthy, stay active, and visit the doctor regularly. And for the love of G Fuel, avoid those 80-hour work weeks. All right, friends, let's talk about capsule hotels. Imagine this. You're tired, you just want a place to crash. Boom, capsule hotel. It's the ultimate life hack for budget travelers. You get your own little pod with just enough space to sleep. Don't worry, you won't be buried alive. They've got air vents, lights, sometimes even a TV. These things are everywhere in Japan, especially in big cities. Super popular with businessmen who miss their last train home. It's cheap, convenient, and an unforgettable experience. Okay, we all know Japan is like super high tech, right? But this is next level. Forget your smartphones and your bullet trains. Japan's got vending machines for everything. Seriously, everything. Need a hot coffee? Vending machine. Feeling peckish? Vending machine. Forgot to buy flowers for your waifu? Vending machine. You can even find vending machines selling clothes, umbrellas, and wait for it, used panties. Okay, maybe skip that last one. I'm not even exaggerating. They're literally everywhere. You walk down the street in Japan and bam, vending machine. It's like they're multiplying faster than a creeper in a Minecraft cave. But hey, I'm not complaining. It's super convenient. Plus, it's fun to see what weird and wonderful things you can find in these machines. I mean, where else can you buy a hot bowl of ramen from a robot on the street corner? Only in Japan, baby. All right, this one might sound like I made it up, but trust me, it's real. Japan has square watermelons. You heard that right, square watermelons. It's like someone said, hey, those round watermelons are cool and all, but what if we made them edgy? It's all about aesthetics and practicality. Easier to stack and store, a big deal in Japan. Plus, they just look cool, okay? But they don't come cheap, grown in special boxes to get that shape. If you've got a spare $100, why not treat yourself? All right, friends, buckle up because we're about to dive into the world of Japanese love hotels. They're for couples to, get away, but it's more than just that. In Japan, space is limited. Imagine living with your parents and bringing your significant other home. Awkward, right? That's where love hotels come in. Think rotating beds, jacuzzi tubs, karaoke machines, the whole 9 yards. Some even have costumes. It's like Disneyland for adults, minus the churros. Imagine this. You're at work, feeling that afternoon slump hit you like a ton of bricks. You'd kill for a quick nap, but your boss would probably kill you if you actually dozed off. In Japan, they've got this whole thing figured out. It's called inamuri. Basically, inamuri translates to sleeping while present, and it's totally acceptable in Japanese work culture. I know, right? Mind blown. It's seen as a sign of dedication, like you've been working yourself to the bone. Leave it to the Japanese to turn napping into an art form and a sign of work ethic. Respect. Forget everything you thought you knew about dinner and a show. In Japan, they take it to a whole other level with robot restaurants. Imagine stepping into a cyberpunk anime come to life. Flashing lights, loud music, robots battling, dancers in crazy costumes and food. Sensory overload in the best way, giant robot dinosaur or neon-clad dancers. The food, not Michelin star, but you're there for the spectacle. A fever dream you never want to wake up from. For a unique dining experience, skip the sushi and head to a robot restaurant. All right, friends, Japan, land of the rising sun, weird vending machines, and bowing. Yeah, they take their greetings seriously. Forget handshakes, high fives, or fist bumps. In Japan, it's all about that bow, baby. And listen up, because there are levels to this. A casual, hey, what's up, nod, nah, bro, that's a 15-degree angle. Showing respect to your boss, your grandma, or that one super kawaii cosplayer you met at Comiket. Boom, 30 degrees minimum. But wait, there's more. If you really messed up, like accidentally stepped on someone's cat or forgot to take your shoes off at someone's house, get ready for the full 45-degree bow of shame. It's like saying, I'm so sorry I exist without actually saying it. So yeah, next time you're in Japan, remember, ditch the dap and embrace the bow. Just maybe brush up on your angles first. Wouldn't want you accidentally proposing to someone's grandma, right? Okay, we've all been there. You're minding your own business and bam, the toilet paper runs out. Tragic, right? Well, not in Japan. These guys have taken toilet technology to a whole new level. Heated seats? Check. Automatic lid openers? Check. Bidets? Double check. Some even play music. Listen to Mozart while you do your business. Next time you're struggling, remember the wonders in Japan. All right, gamers, let's talk about something truly beautiful: cherry blossoms. Every spring, Japan transforms into a real-life anime with these gorgeous pink flowers blooming everywhere you look. It's like stepping into a fairy tale, but with less talking animals and more, well, picnics. It's about gathering with friends and family under the blossoms, having picnics, drinking sake, and basically having the most aesthetically pleasing party of your life. They call it hanami, and trust me, it's the definition of lit. It's like a scene straight out of a Studio Ghibli movie. All right, friends, buckle up because we're diving into the world of kawaii. You know, that whole Japanese obsession with all things cute. It's like everywhere you look, there's adorable characters, pastel colors, and fluffy stuff. And it's not just limited to toys and clothes. Oh no, it goes way deeper than that. Think cute food, cute mascots for like everything, even cute police cars. I'm not even kidding. Imagine getting pulled over by Hello Kitty. That's Japan for you. But hey, don't knock it till you try it. There's something strangely appealing about surrounding yourself with cuteness. It's like a big, warm hug for your soul. Plus, it's hard to stay grumpy when you're staring at a giant, smiling teddy bear. So yeah, Japan, you do you. Keep on being the cutest country on the planet. And if you ever need someone to test out your latest kawaii creation, you know where to find me. Okay, so you've probably heard of Japanese hospitality, right? They call it omotenashi, and let me tell you, it's the real deal. Imagine this. You walk into a store and the staff greets you with a smile so genuine it could melt a glacier. They anticipate your needs before you even ask, like they've got some kind of sixth sense. And it's not just about being polite, it's about going above and beyond to make you feel like royalty. They take pride in their work and it shows in every interaction. Seriously, it's enough to make you want to move to Japan just for the customer service. So next time you're feeling frustrated with like rude cashiers or whatever, just remember omotenashi. It's a beautiful thing, and honestly, the world could use a little more of it. Okay, folks, time to talk about everyone's favorite chocolate wafer, Kit Kat. But hold on, we're not talking about your ordinary milk chocolate here. Oh no, this is Japan we're talking about, the land of wacky and wonderful flavors. We're talking green tea Kit Kats, strawberry cheesecake Kit Kats, even wasabi Kit Kats. I'm not sure if those last ones are a good idea. But hey, you gotta admire their creativity, right? Seriously, they have like a gazillion different flavors, and they're constantly coming up with new ones. It's like a flavor adventure every time you open a pack. I'm pretty sure they even have a Kit Kat vending machine that dispenses limited edition flavors. So, yeah, if you ever find yourself in Japan, do yourself a favor and hit up the nearest convenience store for a Kit Kat haul. You won't regret it unless you get the wasabi one, then you're on your own. All right, friends and broettes, let's talk about onsen Japanese hot springs. These ain't your average jacuzzis, all right? There's a whole lot of etiquette involved, almost like a sacred ritual or something. First things first, you gotta get naked. Yep, you heard me right, completely naked. No swimsuits allowed. This might sound weird at first, but trust me, everyone's in the same boat. It's all about embracing the natural vibe and leaving your worries at the door, literally. Before you jump in, you gotta scrub a dub-dub. There's usually a washing area with stools and buckets. Think of it like a pre-game shower. Get squeaky clean because you don't want to be the one stinking up the shared water, right? Once you're clean and ready, it's time to soak and relax. Ah, pure bliss. Just remember to be respectful. No splashing, shouting, or dunking your head underwater. Keep it chill and enjoy the soothing warmth of the onsen. Hold on to your hats, friend, because we're about to talk about the legendary Shinkansen Japan's bullet trains. These bad boys are the epitome of speed and efficiency, like a high-speed anime come to life. We're talking speeds of up to 320 kilometers per hour, which is like insanely fast. They're so smooth and quiet, you'll barely even realize you're moving until you look out the window and see the world whizzing by. And the best part, they're always on time. Like seriously, these trains are more punctual than a Swiss watch. You can literally set your watch to them and you won't be late. It's pretty mind-blowing, honestly. So if you ever find yourself in Japan, you gotta experience the Shinkansen at least once. It's a truly unforgettable experience that'll leave you speechless. Just, try not to blink or you might miss your stop, haha. All right, let's talk about Japanese school uniforms because who doesn't love a good uniform, am I right? They're like iconic symbols of youth and discipline, and they come in all sorts of styles from cutesy to classy. One of the most recognizable ones is the sailor fuku, which is basically a sailor suit for girls. It's super cute and instantly makes you think of anime schoolgirls. Then there's the gakuran for boys, which is like a military-inspired uniform with a stand-up collar. But it's not just about the looks, friend. Uniforms are meant to promote equality and a sense of belonging. They kind of level the playing field, so it's not about who has the coolest clothes or whatever. Plus, they save you from the daily struggle of deciding what to wear. Just throw on your uniform and you're good to go. No fashion faux pas here. Now, if only we could bring back uniforms in other parts of the world, right? All right, let's talk about Japanese convenience stores, or konbini as they call them. These aren't your average 7-Elevens, okay? These places are like on another level. First off, they're everywhere. Seriously, you can't walk a block in Tokyo without tripping over one. And they're open 24/7, which is clutch when you're craving pocky at 3 a.m. But here's the mind-blowing part. They have everything. And I mean, onigiri, bento boxes, ramen, fried chicken, like the highest quality microwave meals you've ever seen. Plus, they have all the essentials, toiletries, stationery, umbrellas, you name it. Oh, and did I mention they also offer services like paying bills, printing documents, and even buying concert tickets? It's insane. Konbini are basically a one-stop shop for like life in Japan. Okay, so maybe this one's a little less mind-blowing and a little more zen, but hey, even a 19-year-old can appreciate a good cup of tea, right? But the Japanese tea ceremony, or shinoyu, is a whole other thing. It's like super formal and ritualistic with all these specific steps and rules about how to prepare and serve the tea, and I thought using a tea bag was too much effort. They even have special tools and bowls for it, and the whole thing is designed to be like a spiritual and aesthetic experience. Honestly, it sounds kind of intense, but also kind of cool, you know, like it's all about mindfulness and appreciating the little things. Plus, the tea is supposed to be amazing. Maybe I'll try it someday when I'm like a wise old 30-year-old. Until then, I'll stick to my gamer fuel. All right, we all knew this one was coming. We got to talk about anime and manga because let's be real, it's kind of a big deal in Japan. Like, it's everywhere. You've got your giant Gundam statues, your maid cafes, your entire districts dedicated to all things anime and manga. For those of you living under a rock, anime is basically Japanese animation and manga is Japanese comics. And let me tell you, they've got something for everyone. Action, romance, comedy, horror, you name it, they've got it. And the best part, it's not just for kids. Some of the most complex and thought-provoking stories out there are told through anime and manga. So yeah, Japan is basically an anime and manga lover's paradise. Just try not to spend all your yen on figurines and body pillows, all right? Save some for those konbini runs. All right, friends, buckle up because we're diving into the world of sumo. We're talking about giant dudes in loincloths, grappling in a ring. It's Japan's national sport, and it's way more intense than it sounds. Just shove your opponent out of the ring or make them touch the ground. These guys are like mountains of muscle. Plus, the rituals and traditions are fascinating. Becoming a sumo wrestler is a 24/7 commitment. All right, we're talking about ikebana. Sounds like a Pokemon, right? But it's not. It's the Japanese art of flower arrangement, and let me tell you, it's way more hardcore than you think. Forget just shoving some daisies in a vase and calling it a day. Ikebana is all about precise angles, minimalist aesthetics, and deep symbolism. It's like spiritual flower arranging, you know? These arrangements are supposed to represent harmony between humanity and nature. I'm not sure I get it either, but the results are pretty epic. They use all sorts of crazy stuff, branches, leaves, even rocks. It's like a whole landscape in miniature. Respect, Japan, respect. Okay, we all know sushi. Who doesn't love a good California roll, am I right? But Japanese cuisine, my friends, goes way beyond raw fish and sticky rice. Get ready for a wild ride. We're talking ramen with its rich broths and endless toppings, tempura, where everything is deep fried to crispy perfection. Don't even get me started on the Wagyu beef, so tender it melts in your mouth. And then there are the flavors, man. From savory soy sauce to tangy citrus, umami-rich seaweed to spicy wasabi. It's a flavor explosion in every bite. Honestly, I could talk about Japanese food all day, but I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Next chapter. Let's get spiritual, friend. We're visiting Shinto shrines, the sacred places of the Shinto religion. Think of them as homes for the kami, which are basically spirits or deities. These shrines are everywhere in Japan, from tiny roadside ones to massive complexes like the one in Ise. And they're seriously beautiful with their iconic red gates, intricate carvings, and peaceful gardens. You know how some places just have a certain vibe? That's Shinto shrines, man. They're full of this calm, positive energy. Makes you want to meditate or something, but even if you're not into that, they're worth checking out for the architecture alone. Plus, you might even catch a traditional Shinto wedding. How cool is that? All right, let's talk fashion, Japanese style. Japan is known for its unique and diverse fashion scene. From the streets of Harajuku to high-end runways, Japan has it all. One of the things that makes Japanese fashion so interesting is its ability to blend traditional elements with modern trends. You might see someone rocking a kimono with sneakers or a samurai-inspired jacket with ripped jeans. It's all about that fusion, baby. And let's not forget about the iconic subcultures like Lolita fashion with its frills and lace, or the cyberpunk-inspired outfits with their neon colors and futuristic vibes. Japanese fashion is like a giant melting pot of creativity, and I am living for it. Whether you're into streetwear, high fashion, or something in between, you're bound to find something that tickles your fancy in Japan. So ditch those boring clothes and get ready to level up your fashion game Japanese style. Okay, friends, let's talk about something near and dear to my heart. Karaoke. But not just any karaoke, we're talking about Japanese karaoke culture, which takes things to a whole new level. In Japan, karaoke is more than just a fun activity, it's practically a national pastime. People from all walks of life, from salarymen to schoolgirls, love to belt out their favorite tunes in private karaoke rooms. And the best part, you don't need to be a professional singer to enjoy karaoke in Japan. In fact, it's all about letting loose, having fun with friends, and maybe embarrassing yourself a little bit. Just kidding. Unless. So, next time you're in Japan, grab your friends, pick your go-to karaoke song, and get ready to unleash your inner rock star. Just maybe try not to break the sound system, okay? All right, friend, get ready for some spooky stories because we're diving into the world of Japanese folklore. Japan has a rich tradition of myths and legends passed down through generations, from mischievous yokai like the kappa and the tanuki to terrifying creatures like the oni and the yuki-onna. Japanese folklore is full of fascinating and sometimes creepy characters. These stories offer a glimpse into the beliefs and values of Japanese culture, and they're sure to send shivers down your spine. One of my personal favorites is the story of Momotaro, a boy who was born from a giant peach and went on to fight demons with his animal companions. It's like a classic adventure story, but with a Japanese twist. So if you're looking for some spine-tingling entertainment, look no further than Japanese folklore. Just maybe don't read these stories before bed. You've been warned. All right, buckle up because we're diving into the wild world of pachinko parlors. Imagine a casino, but with walls of brightly lit, noisy machines. Pachinko is like a vertical pinball machine on steroids. You feed it metal balls, hoping to win more balls. It's loud, chaotic, and seriously addictive. Gambling for cash is technically illegal in Japan, so you win balls, trade them for prizes, and then discreetly exchange those prizes for cash. It's a huge part of Japanese culture, even in a legal gray area. All right, friends, we're diving into Japanese castles. Forget those boring European ones. These bad boys are on a whole other level. First up, they're huge, like seriously massive. They were built for defense, obviously, and they meant business. Surrounded by moats and walls, these castles were practically impenetrable. They're also incredibly beautiful with those iconic curved roofs and intricate details. It's like something out of a fairy tale, but with way more samurais and ninjas probably. I mean, just imagine walking through those gates, feeling the history all around you. You can practically hear the clash of swords and the shouts of warriors, can't you? Epic. Okay, listen up, friend, because this is important. In Japan, respecting your elders is a huge deal. It's not just about saying please and thank you, it's about showing genuine respect for their wisdom and experience. Think of it this way. Your elders have been around the block a few times, they've seen some things, learned some things, and they deserve your respect for it. It's about showing gratitude for what they've done and the knowledge they can share. Plus, it's just common courtesy, right? Nobody likes a disrespectful little. So next time you're talking to someone older than you, remember to be respectful. Listen to what they have to say, be polite, and show them that you value their presence. It's not that hard, friend, just don't be a freaking melon. And that's a wrap on our whirlwind tour of Japan. We've covered everything from vending machines that dispense everything to the art of respectfully bowing. I hope you learned something new and maybe even had a few laughs along the way. Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more mind-blowing content. Until next time, friends, stay awesome.